Hey, it's Ice HTV, and what are we doing today? Now, I don't know how much you can see here, but wow. So I've been gone 6 weeks. And yeah, why don't you just hire somebody to take care of the property, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's that simple. Probably could have. But is it a big deal? It's all fixable. So I've just got back from being in Florida and Tennessee, and look at the frickin' yard, right? Look at the cars, look at the trailers, look at the grass. I mean, good Lord. It's a project. I'm going to have to haul everything out of this area. This is a gravel driveway, believe it or not, but it used to be grass, so the grass always comes back. It wins. So I'm literally have to pull all this stuff out. Trailers, tractors, cars, and then I'll have to cut it, and then I'll have to probably weed it. So you're probably saying, well, what the hell's going on now? You made a YouTube video yesterday of you driving up the road in the Bronco, and you know something? Look at this trailer. See that V-nose, and then that, how it doves down? That makes a huge difference, I think, just in itself with the wind resistance. Yeah, look at this over here. I mean, geez. You know, just to give you an idea. You know, I mean, yeah. Kids will be doing a lot of weed whacking. Yeah, I'll probably be doing that too, and run the zero-turn mowers. But you know, here's the thing. Look at that trailer over here. So that other motorcycle trailer I had, it's just flat-faced. So that was the other trailer that I used where I got like 8 miles a gallon, sometimes in the 7 range. And this thing yesterday got a solid, 9 into the 10 mile. I have to say close to 10 miles per gallon. So that's pretty respectful, being a gas engine, and so that's pretty exciting. But here's the thing. See this right here? I have not driven this thing for 6 weeks. Last time I drove it, brought it back from Tennessee on the tow haul. And that was like July 5th. And, then I've been gone, and now it's August 15th. So it's been a good 6 weeks plus since I've driven this truck, and I just got in it. I'm going to run down the road here and get rid of some trash. And I just got in it, and it's like, oh my gosh, after driving my ICE vehicles, and I've not driven any electric vehicles, you got to keep in mind that I've been driving my electric vehicle. So you kind of drive an electric vehicle, you just kind of get used to that feeling of electric vehicle. Well, now I've been in my gas vehicles for the last month, and I just got in this thing, and oh my gosh, it's just a whole different ball game. I mean, and it's like, I get in it, I'm like, wow, that new car, fresh smell. And this is fun. So I left the vehicle on, and I got the tailgate ajar. So here's this here, watch this here. The technology, just incredible in these vehicles. What's going on? Okay, so it's closed. But is it closed? Yeah. It's for me. I got some stuff back there. I better make sure my cars are trashed. I live in these shops, like my shop. My barn is not insulated. Look at my poor Mustang GT500. This thing's just trashed. Look at it. I mean, come on. Look, this is the barn find. Is this the barn find? What the hell's back here? See, what do I have here? What is this? I don't even know what this is. This is scary. What the hell is that box? I mean, this is bad. You go away? This is crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to think right now what I ordered before I left town. Anyways, so look at my GT500. Totally trashed. The Mach 1 doesn't look as bad because it doesn't show the dirt. But anyways, just incredible. As anybody knows, and now I'm so puzzled. What the heck did I freaking order? As you get older in life, it gets bad. Oh, that's my supercharger charging station. When I'm supposed to put in my barn, my electric and all. Yeah. Just projects. That's all it is. So, all right. So anyways, let's go back to the Ford Lightning. I mean, oh my gosh, this thing is so nice. Just a great. I mean, I haven't driven it, and like I say, I just got in this thing to move it around. But you know what you really feel? you feel the weight. You just feel the weight of this thing. The thing's already on. You know, I'm getting ready to push the button down here, the start button, but it's on. And the mileage is totally wrong because of that tow vehicle when I towed. It even told me that. It just said a second ago, hey, you're not correct on your tow mileage. You know, the settings aren't.
Here's what I found.
Oh, geez, this is nice. Now what's going on? Something's talking to me, right? And it's cool up here in the Virginia area. I gotta get strapped in. All right, so, you know, back to what I was talking about here is this vehicle. So just listen. Now, does this have the one pedal driving today? I don't think it does. What's that all about? So, another guy took this to dump the other day, and I guess he turned off the one pedal driving. Which, I don't know why he did that. It makes no sense. When somebody else drives your vehicle, what happens? Yeah, we all know it too well. They damage it, or they change the settings on something. So yes, this is all now different. And I don't know why he did that. Because he drives my Mach-E. You know, and there's so much technology in these vehicles. It drives you nuts. Where the hell's the one pedal driving setup? I don't even know. You know, you have to pull over, go through the whole frickin' menu to change things. Yeah. All right, I found it under controls. It's buried under here under one pedal driving. So I did get that fixed, and now I can tell. So I'm gonna let off the. But I don't know why the gentleman that works for me did that. You know, it makes no sense. So I'm in the normal mode. I don't even know if I've done the sport mode. I guess I'll do sport mode now. And let's see what this thing does now. I tell you, man, just so much information. For me, having so many vehicles, I mean, that is a challenge. Yeah, cry for me, right? You know, so here we're on the sport mode. And, you know, you don't hear anything. You know, that's the biggest gripe of people that talk about the electric vehicles. Is the biggest complaint is, but you know what? The vehicle is just so nice. I mean, it's just a refined vehicle. But here's the thing: the vehicle, you know, feels heavy. You know, it definitely feels heavy. You can kind of feel how it moves around. But I put it in the sport mode, so it has tightened up the suspension, I guess. You know, and so it does feel a little bit more, you know, not so floaty, if you know what I mean. And, you know, this thing just, if you look, you know, the speed you're doing is just so easily accomplished. Yeah, so, guys that work for me walked in like, what the hell? Who are you? Yeah, I can watch my YouTube channel. Like, yeah, what happened to that guy? Is he becoming the Mountain Man? The Mountain Man series? So anyway, I just wanted to share with you how, you know, I'm driving the electric vehicle that I haven't driven now for 6 weeks. And you know what? This thing's a blast. I mean, this vehicle is fun. It's a very fun vehicle. I mean, I know all the people that hate, there's so many people out there that just want nothing to do with this electric vehicle changeover, and yeah, I get all that, and I'm not here to push it on anybody. I'm just sharing my own experience, and fortunately I get to own both. I mean, so I get the best of both worlds in my eyes. But some be like, yeah, but you support the EV movement. You know, what I support is technology. I support technology. When somebody has something different, neat, and creative, I'm going to experiment with it. Now, I'm not going on the Elon Musk Mars rocket ship. I'm sorry, I'll pass on that technology. But, you know, anyways, wow, this thing is just so much fun. And, you know, I tell you what, you know, I'm a Motorhead, Ice Age guy, and when I was down in Florida, I was watching some of these YouTube videos, and the new Lulis, I think it's what it is, and whatever, the new electric vehicle had a race against against the Dodge Charger Red Eye wide body, and that vehicle just obliterated. I mean, it obliterated the Dodge Charger. Red eye. I mean, and this is what's so borderline sad. If you have a Dodge Charger, I mean, I've had all the Hellcats. I get the GT500, and when you get into those things, they're a lot of fun, and they push you back, and and you hear all the noise, and it's just a lot of fun. But you watch that video of the I can't think of the name of the manufacturer right now. I'm trying to start with the L. It isn't Lulus. It's something Lucid. Yeah, it's Lucid. That vehicle. I mean, it is beyond even believable. You probably think the guy driving the Charger Hellcat wide body is not even getting into the Charger Hellcat just to show off the Lucid. But no, you can tell the guy in the Hellcat wide body, it's like an English guy, I believe, is just like, oh my God, I just got smoked by that electric vehicle. And yeah, the electric vehicle has like 1,000 horsepower, so it has more power. But when you watch that video, it just walks the Hellcat. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is I saw another video about the Ram TRX against the F-150 Lightning truck, and then against the Rivian. But for the F-150 Lightning truck that I have here, if a TRX guy comes up to me, it's going to be like, bye-bye. I mean, and I feel for the guy, because I'm an ICE guy, and you'd only hope that the ICE vehicle would just smoke the electric vehicle. But it's not. The electric vehicle is going to smoke all these high-performance. Even me driving down the road in my GT500, the guy's going to roll up in his electric vehicle, and he's going to be like, bye-bye. As I sit there and nail it, blah, blah, I'll be making a lot of noise, but he'll be gone. So how do you deal with that? I mean, sincerely. The EV age is upon us, and it's slowly eating into the ICE age. But the biggest thing that the EV age is doing, which is just really, you have to wonder when the governing bodies, step in and they start really shutting down this insane power that's at, that you can buy. I mean, it's just incredible. I showed you the video of the Tesla Plaid, and now with the Lucid out there, and now they're going to be releasing the next, Dodge Hellcat. I don't know if they're going to call it a Hellcat, but the next Dodge replacement Hellcat is all electric. Dodge has officially announced they're done with ICE engines. The next round of performance vehicles will be all electric vehicles. So the day of ICE is done for the Mopar, community of new stuff. And a lot of Mopar people are like, they're sick to their stomach. They don't want to talk about it. They're like, they're just so unhappy that Dodge is just totally not done like a hybrid setup or something. So for the Mopar people out there, yeah, it's a sad story. And yeah, is Ford going to do the same thing? Is GM doing the same thing? They are. I mean, from my understanding, Ford is not going to be as fast. I think Ford's going to keep the ICE motors or an ICE hybrid setup in the S650 series Mustangs. My gut instinct is we got about a 4 or 5 year run with Ford Mustang with gas engines. I could be wrong, but they're kind of implying that, they're not. Ford Mustang is still going to be ICE powered for, some few more years at least. I'd say 4 or 5. And, but anyways, back to my F-150 Lightning. So this thing here, just driving it today for the first time, it's just like, wow. It's such an incredible. And here's the thing. I mean, I missed my F-150 Tremor truck. And even when I was down in Florida, I thought to myself, man, because I saw some nice F-150 trucks down there at the dealerships, and an antimatter blue one, and I was just thinking, man, should I have gotten rid of that F-150 truck? Should I have kept that thing? I mean, I really do like that truck. Was it the right vehicle to trade for that F-450 truck? And I mean, like, once again, I'm just like, ooh, because I just really do. If you watch my F-150 Tremor videos, you'd be honest, you'd be making comments like, wow, I can't believe you gave that up, because we could just tell in the videos you really like that truck, and I do. And do I miss it? Yeah. But now that I'm driving my F-150 Lightning truck, I can only hope that this kind of replaces that lost feeling I got, which I don't know. You know, that one don't have the exhaust note. You don't have that little more of that rougher ride, and that's the danger of having a truck. And I've said this many times: is, you know, you get a truck, and does it drive like a truck? And that was my biggest complaint of my Ram 1500. I had a Ram 1500 limited, totally every option you get, and you know, that truck was just so refined and so nice. It didn't drive like a truck, so I didn't really like it, and I got rid of it. You know, it was a beautiful truck, but at the same time, you know, air ride suspension, raise it, lower it, had the Ram box. I mean, just a great truck, but I just didn't get that truck feel out of it. And that F-150 Tremor truck totally took away from the Ram 1500. It was like, oh my gosh, the F-150 Tremor truck drives like a truck, and that's the danger. There's the F-150 Lightning truck that I have. You know, it still does drive like a truck. You know, I still do have that feeling, even though it is a more luxurious type of ride. You know, that's why I have the F-250 Tremor truck, right? The 250 Tremor truck. You know, that's why I have the F-450 diesel dually that freaking beats the heck out of you, right? So if I need the truck feel, just go jump on the F-450, which, yeah, I'll pass on that. I had enough loving time with that truck. It's the kids' time now, because, oh yeah. If you watch my tow videos, you'll get all that conversation. Now here we go up the road here, and I mean, you just hit speeds. This thing just, you know, just instant, you know, power. And wow, it is a great truck. You know, here I'm kind of getting in tune with it again, and yeah. So, you know, this guy's way here. In a danger issue. Oh my goodness. All the technology, all the controls, and, you know, the range. This range should be saying 330 miles. But the tow, you know, 1 mile per kilowatt killed the range. And I guess it's gonna take me down the open highway, I guess, for a while for this thing to get back the real numbers. Because that's not correct. And it looks like 150 antimatter blue the order's been changed over, but still no build date, which I'm kind of surprised, you know, because I really thought, well, August isn't over, so we're only half the month. So yeah, my gut instinct was it'd be built in August, and I probably wouldn't see it till October. I just had to turn off my cooling seat. I'm freezing. 75 degrees up here today. A little warmer. I'm wearing pants today. I'm finally wearing pants and shoes. I'm wearing my Crocs. I wore the Crocs. I love this one pedal driving. So the truck's braking right now without me touching anything. It is such a nice feature. And there's the blinker, which, sorry, would have to get all the way through this corner to freaking turn that damn thing off. You know, one thing about this truck, it is so tight. I mean, it is just a really tight vehicle. Trying to get up the road here a little bit, see here. Yeah, this thing just instantly goes up the road. I mean, it's just instant. Wow. All right. Look at that. No, I'm not touching the brake. So here we come. On the brake. And let people go by. It's easy. Danger of these electric vehicles, they're so fast. The danger of these electric vehicles, what I've experienced, is they're so fast, you get a little overconfident, and you pull maneuvers that are borderline, they're borderline dangerous, because the vehicle just shoots out. And what people don't think about is these vehicles, other people driving don't understand how powerful and how quick they are. So you can literally just like squeeze into a spot instantly. And you have to wonder, as time progresses, there's so much safety technology in electric vehicles, but does the younger generation, can be the older, so I'm not calling anybody out your age, but the younger people are just quick, they're fast, their cognitive skills are just, fast. As you get older, it changes. Your reaction times, so with a younger kid, I mean, these cars just can get around so fast. Do you hear more about accidents due to that? You know, that the vehicle is just instantaneous, can make a maneuver, and somebody else that's an older person just isn't expecting that, and it just creates a problem. One thing for sure is this vehicle definitely stays nice and cool. And, you know, for us, you know, this vehicle is just so quiet. We got the adaptive. There's my adaptive cruise. Set that. So I got it at 40, 45. And here we go. Each screen is a little different. 2 bars, 1 bar. Yeah, you go to full bar, so you can change it up here. See there? There's your bars. So put it at 1. Blue cruise on. Watch the road. I've shown you many videos of that. This thing's bossy. That's one thing about technology. Can drive a little nutty. See here, watch the road, watch the road. So what you have to do, you just have to turn that off. If I turn it off, it just stops doing that. Because if you're not just looking straight ahead, you know, the camera up there, up above that rearview mirror, it knows what you're doing. But here we are going down the road. I mean, just you know. So this is such a great vehicle. It's a comfortable vehicle. And after being away for it for 6 weeks, would I buy it? Yeah, I'd buy it. Would I give up the F-150 Tremor? You know, would I give up the F-150 Tremor? Yeah. And that's the thing. It was so crazy. I went to the dealership with just the intention of not getting rid of that F-150 Tremor. But at the end of the day, what I ended up doing, I got rid of it. To get the kid an F-450 dually, right? Yeah, but you know what? What I kind of thought about now was they'll continue to build F-150 Tremors. And oh yeah, geez, if I am correct, I think, I mean, I don't know, my daughter mentioned this, but I think now you can get the 5.0 motor in the F-150 Tremor. Can you get it supercharged? I don't know about that. It's something I just can't remember. Too many dang conversations, but oh my gosh, because the new F-150 Raptor supercharged, be so lucky to get one. I mean, no lie, you're not. I mean, I called my dealer and they're like, you can't even order one. I mean, I'm just like, wow. And the reason is because they want to get 25 to 50 grand over these things. And they know once a customer orders one for themselves, they really can't per se do that. So, the greed, right? The greed beyond the greed. Here I'm at the landfill. So, here, it's gone a long time. There's a bunch of stuff I want to get rid of that's been sitting around the shop. So, I just figured to do that instead of doing it this Saturday. So, stay proactive and getting things back in order at the shop. But anyway, so I kind of thought, well, the F-150 Tremor, I'll let her go because if I really want one again, I can get one. Right? Don't second guess yourself. Is that the message here? Yikes. On the F-150 Lightning Reunited Day. Is that what we call it today? F-150 Lightning Reunited Day, which it is. I've been away that long. You know what? If I wasn't towing a trailer, would I have taken this to Florida? You know, I may have, but it's the same old freaking problem. You watch my videos, this vehicle parked at my dad's house, you know, it gets yourself in trouble. You can't do it. So that was one reason that I didn't do it. Another reason was, as you saw, I towed a trailer down to Florida with motorcycles in it, and there's no way I'm doing that again. I mean, we had that hard lesson. You know, forget it. It'd take forever to get down there. 1,000-mile trip at 80-mile stops. Yeah, we know how that's all going to play out. All right, let me do my good deed and get rid of my recycling. Something so cool about these vehicles is, you know, since it's an electric vehicle, you don't need to turn it off. You know, I mean, so you just let it go and it'll beep for you to tell you it's still on. Or the key, I don't even know. Interesting, it didn't beep. So look at that. So that's just a great looking vehicle. She's dirty, but come on. I think this vehicle looks great. All right, all the technology. Hits a little button, and she goes down nice and slow. Okay. Like the lightning, the blue there. Pretty cool. You know, you can hear this thing running. That is one thing about this vehicle. You know. So it does have the fans running in it, so you do hear that. And up here. Yeah. See those flaps open up? Pretty cool, huh? Pretty neat. All right, back in the truck. And I wonder if I have my things set here. I do. So it was offset a little bit. When people drive your car, everybody knows that story, right? I just said that earlier. All right. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's from my bikes. There's my, oh my gosh. If I was going down toll road right now, I'd be getting triple tolled for my motorcycles. That's from back. It's just kind of hard to believe. Jesus Christ. Yesterday I was talking about in my tow video, I was getting confused, you know, just so many videos I make, but so I forgot that I left my F-250. I didn't really forget, but when I was talking yesterday's video, I was saying, yeah, what I drive down with the F-150 Lightning tow video. So when I drove the F-150 down, actually, I didn't tow anything because I had my F-250 truck with my motorcycle trailer that I left in Tennessee. So when I drove down, my daughter just followed me. So we did respectable on mileage and distance until that whole Walmart, Electrify America, paving the parking lot in Bristol, Tennessee, killed everything. So going back home is when I did the tow review. So that's kind of where I got yesterday, kind of that look on my face like, what the heck? We were leaving Bristol, Tennessee yesterday in a Bronco. So yeah, that's the way that all played out. I already had my F-250 down there, which that was a good strategy, as you saw in that F-150 Lightning tow day. Having an F-250 as a backup plan if I kind of got tired of chasing charging stations. You know, a lot of people weighed in on that, and they brought up some good points. If I had the Electrify America app on my phone, I may have gotten that charging station to work. I mean, I don't know. It's just aggravating, as you know. Yep, down back roads. You know, the most noise you hear of this thing is the wind noise. Like many cars, but my gosh. And does she kind of, you know, does she have a little bit of a float feel? She does. And I'm in the sport mode, as far as I know. What's interesting is, there it is on the dash. It shows S. You know, but it's a big battery underneath this thing, so you can only, you know, expect. Even on the Mach-E Mustangs, those don't do that. That Mach-E Mustang is just so tight. It doesn't have that kind of roll feel to it. This truck here, it's a lot of truck. And the one gentleman that works for me is working on my Mach-E all the time right now. And we're thinking about the F-150 being the next work vehicle. And, you know, but I tell them, it's like, man, it's a lot of vehicle to be working out of. You know, until you drive these things all day long, got to get in and out of locations, and business-wise, you know, it kind of can wear you out because it's a lot of vehicle. But that's something that I was thinking about here earlier. I didn't mention is, and what I was thinking about is, man, when you drive these electric vehicles and you accomplish what you want, getting around in them, you know, to go buy gas, it's hard to justify. And I brought this up yesterday in my other video. It's hard to get motivated to go buy gas. I mean, because you can get around these vehicles without buying gas. And anybody out there, I've mentioned it in my video I did on this over a month ago. If you're a local person, contractor, this is a perfect setup. I mean, you're gonna have no problem getting around, and you're not gonna be fighting charging the truck because you're gonna probably have your own charging station at your shop. And, just once again, once you drive around these electric vehicles, you really are like, who the heck wants to go buy gas? So it's yikes. Yeah, the word's yikes, because, enough electric vehicles on the road at one point changed a lot of dynamics of the fuel industry. That's not happening tomorrow, but in the rich areas, the rich metropolitan areas, there's no doubt, will there be a 30%, possibility of electric vehicles in the next 10 years? 50% possibility? I would say in the very rich areas, the LA, the DC, the Chicago, the Miami, New York, and you just go to the upper, high income areas, San Francisco, could they have a 30%, penetration of the market? Yeah, I would say it's very likable. You go to the rural areas in the country, nah, it's not going to happen, because it's all about the money. Because electric vehicles aren't cheap, and it's not easy to recharge them if you don't have your own residence, your own charging station. It gets a little bit more expensive if you're parking at your apartment. You have to go always use a charging station to recharge your car. That's a whole different ball game. So the point is, drive around electric vehicles and then to go back to a gas car to go buy gas, you're gonna be like, I don't think so. I don't want to do that. So it's very definitely the change of times are upon us. Even though a lot of people hate electric vehicles, all the negativity, but it's happening. Well, I tell people too that what you have to remember is these boardrooms have these people, and these boardrooms are telling people what they can and can't do. And whether you believe it or not, if you're a CEO. If you're CEO of a big manufacturer right now, especially cars, if you don't think you're being told what you can say and do, you're kidding yourself, because the board members and even stockholders are pushing for change. That's what's going on more than ever is, if you're a president of a company and the boardroom is all about the green agenda and the investors are all about the green agenda, if you think you as the president are going to kick that to the curb, they're going to kick you to the curb. So you hear a lot of people saying, oh, these executives, they're caving to the green agenda. Well, yeah, it's because it's called power and money. Money and power, being that the ones that hold the money tell you how to act. So, that's a lot that's going on. A lot of people feel like CEOs of these big automotive companies are totally just caving. And, yeah, to a degree, but if they want to keep their job, they have no option. And they know if they're kicked out, they'll just put somebody else in that'll follow the ball game and get paid a lot of money. All right, how's the F-150 Reunited Day going video, right? How's it going? Is it decent video, information, and all? And oh, yeah, that's another thing. And another thing here is Ford has just announced that the 2023 F-150 Lightning can be up to $8,500 more price-wise. Is this insane? I mean, come on. Does anybody remember the days where the car industry was begging you to buy a car? Anybody remember the days when the car industry is sucking wind? I mean, it is insane where we are in today's society on how be so lucky to be able to get what you want. Oh my gosh, and I've said it many times. My own personal prediction was by the end of this year, the times of change would be here, which wouldn't be for the better. It'd be more challenging. And I don't know. We're in the third quarter, and I'd honestly say by fourth quarter, if you're not starting to hear a lot of stories of businesses talking about how people really have pulled back. I mean, you already know the stories that people have pulled back. But I mean, if people really start to pull back, I mean, I don't know. It's just, and one reason I'm bringing this up is if people aren't pulling back, then the dealerships and the housing market and the big businesses know they can continue to charge pretty much whatever they want, and people are still pay for it. Only way things change when people start saying no. Yeah, people are saying, yeah, okay, good luck on your channel on that. What's the next thing you're buying? Didn't I hear something about another F-150 truck? Didn't you talk yesterday about another motorcycle or something? I mean, you're here telling us to say no, but yet you're the guy still going, you hypocrite. You got to change the channel to the hypocrite channel. Yeah, I know. Come on, we had some fun, right? You only live once. Anybody leave you anything? Yeah, whoever dies the most toys wins. I think whoever dies with the least amount of money wins because they spend it all and had some fun. All right, I gotta go to Costco and spend money because my inventory is depleted back at my home since we haven't been there. My wife's been there, but there's stuff there, but I get some goodies and all that good stuff. It hadn't rained much, thank goodness. All right, here comes the squeeze. And you know, it's so funny. I'm so used to going to Costco to get the cheaper gas. I'm already like, yeah, I better race to the gas pump, beat somebody else to get there. Wonder how it is today. Yeah, I just also thought to myself, I got the frunk. I totally forget about the frunk where I can go in and I can put my goodies in the frunk today. I've got many options for storage. All right, what's the Costco gas line like? Well, the Sunoco station up there, 409. Costco, what's Costco? I mean, if Costco isn't like 350, 370, Tennessee's got these guys beat. Tennessee and Florida, gas prices weren't too bad. You're probably saying, well, why do you care about gas prices? You got an electric vehicle. Well, I do have gas vehicles too. But you just said you don't want to go to the gas station anymore if you drive your electric vehicle. Yeah, well, I want to enjoy my F-250 Tremor. I can enjoy my Broncos. I enjoy riding my motorcycles. I enjoy driving my Mustang GT500. I mean, so the list goes on and on and on. So yeah, I still buy gas. Some people I know are like, oh, you going all electric, you don't buy gas anymore. I'm like, I guarantee I buy more gas than you do in 1 month, and you probably do in 6 months to a year. So yeah, right. I'm the hypocrite, right? All right, let's check it out. All right, people come to a stoplight, and what do? They get preoccupied, and they do something else, and they don't pay attention, and then they run through another cycle of the light. And this guy here is like, oh, I'm going to do this. So 385. So wow. So Tennessee, Sam's Club, I think it was 329 or 339. So 385. So it's still zone pricing. That's what it is. How's Costco doing? Costco looks to be pretty busy for a Monday. For a Monday, you know, if you think, yeah, not too bad, but yeah, it's definitely got some people here. And one thing about these trucks, it's a big truck. Now, thank goodness I got my front parking, camera, because look at this guy here. See, he's too far up. Okay, so for me to fit in this here, if I didn't have my camera, I wouldn't have been able to get in this, and it's already, look back here, look how I'm already over this area here. So that's what I'm trying to tell people is, I've mentioned this in my other videos, I guarantee you women want this vehicle. But the problem is, it's a lot of vehicle. So, yeah, I know these Expeditions and the Tahoes and Denali's and the Escalades are big, not if you don't get the extended, vehicle. But that F-150 truck is a lot of truck. It's a lot of truck, and I just can't see it for a woman driving around town and being comfortable in that vehicle. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying a woman can't do it. I'm just saying being comfortable. All right, into Costco we go. Oh, look at here. Looks like I'm getting the wife a new love seat. Look at the price. These things are like $700. Yikeskers. All right, gentleman here's gonna help me out, which that's awesome. All right, well, being I'm buying a couch, the frunk's gonna pay off. Let's see if it does or doesn't. All right, look at this here, huh? Does it open? It does. What do we get in there? And water's not gonna work. I think everybody else will. So follow me along on the, not even actually prepared to buy a couch today, but I did. All right, look at that there, huh? Do we like it or what? So I got all the food. Now, where the hell is the button, right? Who even knows? Jeez, just too much technology when you're not around your vehicle every day. Let's see, does it close? Don't crash them on food. Ooh, yes it does. Now, put the water here in the back of the back here. It'll be good to go. You know, when you have these big vehicles, having this 360 really gives you more confidence. But you need every bit of that driving these bigger vehicles. That's what I was saying. For women, it isn't that they can't handle it. It's more about, it's a lot of vehicles. So I got a lot of helpers here, so thank God. So let me get this here, pull up here, and get the tonneau cover down, do our thing. You know what I mean? Alright, now, there. All right, well, you know, here's the danger. When you have a pickup truck, what do? You buy stuff. Was I planning on going to Costco today and buy a new love seat for my wife's birthday? I was not. And what happened is my wife actually mentioned, hey, when you're at Costco, let me know if there's any couches up there. And I was like, okay. And what's even more funny is I drive so many damn different vehicles. I was walking around Costco and I was thinking, well, it wouldn't matter if I wanted to get a couch or not. I can't get it home. I'm thinking I drove one of my SUVs or something. And I'm like, oh yeah, duh. Oh, life, if you know what I mean. It's just too much information. So, anyways, but hey, you just saw the whole video. You know, I left my phone on for the a conversation of the guy there loading up the couch, and it's so funny. That guy, I met that guy like a year ago when he was pitching some product. I'm trying to remember what he was pitching, and real character of a guy. And come to be, he's now an employee of Costco when he was actually just working for some rep company or something. Pretty crazy. All these Ruby Tuesdays have like gone out of business, and they're redoing them into the buildings are being redone into something else. So this thing does not go back to sport mode. So I got to go up here now and go to sport mode, which is kind of interesting. You'd think that this thing would keep the sport mode setting, if you know what I mean. So this tells me my tailgate's down, which I know why, because I've got a couch back there, right? And what's really cool is up front is my, all my groceries. Isn't that so cool? But it's tricky. That frunk is nice, but if you get tall stuff, it doesn't work. So that's where I say to the ladies out there that want the F-150 Lightning, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think you should get one, but I just like to give, ideas before you get too far into buying one, being that the electric Expedition's coming along. I mean, you just know all those things are right around the corner for the next platform. All I'm saying to anybody is, what I noticed about this frunk is, if you buy a, big box, it's not going to fit in that frunk, it's the height, versus you buy like a chair and you can fit that in the back of your SUV typically, especially like an Expedition or a Suburban or Denali, Escalade, all those vehicles, that back area, it's the height of the roof. Well, if you look at the front of this frunk, it's not the height of the truck. So what ends up happening is you can't fit that in there. And yeah, I know you can use your bed like I'm doing, but the whole point is, for the people out there that buy some kind of big things thinking the frunk's going to be the answer for that back area of the SUV, it's not. And what you want to think about is this: if it's downpouring rain right now, was it the best idea for me to put that that big box in the back of my truck, versus an SUV? Then that box would be inside the SUV, protected from the rain and environment. And if you don't buy a cover for the back of the bed of the vehicle, which you're going to have to do if you plan on really using that as kind of your pick up stuff and go shopping and then go in another store and whatever, if you know what I mean. So all I'm saying is F-150 is really nice, Lightning package, awesome, but I wouldn't be pitching that for a woman that they're gonna be like, yeah, this replaces my SUV. I don't see it. You know, this isn't. I think you're gonna be like, ooh, I love the truck, but it's not usable for a lot of things I was used to using it for. Hey, as we progress on the F-150 Lightning Reunited day, and you know, as I just said, is when I went to Costco, I had no plans of buying a freaking couch, and good Lord, man, talk about everything is so expensive. I mean, I don't know, you know, and part of me says that people make so much money now that I guess in the realm of things, since the prices over the last 10 plus years haven't gotten radically expensive, and now they are, I guess it's just finally kind of catching up to people are just making so much money. I mean, I don't know, I don't really believe that, but at the same time, you just have to shake your head, and things are so expensive, but yet, look at me, I just bought a very expensive couch, which I would have been saying that's a $700-800, maybe $900 couch. You know, so it's really conservative, $400 more than I expected to pay, even $500 more. But yeah, whatever, you know, if you have the money to spend, you spend it, right? You know how we kind of operate. Yeah, for my wife, she uses that love seat for her room a lot, and she's worn it out. I've replaced the buttons. I mean, it's worn out. That thing's like 15 years old. So, and those recliners, you know how that is. Electronics, what happens? Does the material really wear out? Not really. It's the electronics. Could I probably buy new motors and this and that? Probably could, but you know. Happy wife, happy life. So I hope you're enjoying the video. Let's see what's going on with the traffic up here. Traffic isn't too bad, considering. And geez, it's just crazy down there in Florida. All right, well, I hope everybody's enjoyed the Ice Age TV F-150 Lightning overview, and can kind of get a feel for the F-150 Lightning. Even though I did videos earlier, I just wanted to, you know, make another video sharing me talking, right? Yeah, talking. Yabba dabba doing, right? And just excitement that I'm just really excited about the F-150 Lightning that I own, and it really is a nice ride, nice vehicle. And I'll start putting a lot of miles on this. I'll start working out of this now that I'm back. So already, you know, I already know tomorrow I could do a 250 mile day tomorrow, just working. So hope everybody has a blessed day, and we'll be making another video another day. And what will that be all about, right? Have a great day.